Dr. Fatima, doing my MD Pediatrics final year at Institute of Child Health. And today I'm going to present this case under the guidance of the Department of Pulmonology, Professor Dr. Ariel Madam and Dr. Sharat Sir and Dr. Kalpana Madam. The eye sees what the mind knows. So this is the case. This is a case of a 5-year-old female child who was first born of non-consanguineous marriage, brought with complaints of abdominal pain and vomiting for 7 days, no history of fever or diarrhea, no history of dysuria, urgency or frequency, no history of constipation, no history of cough, cold, breathlessness, no history of accidental toxin ingestion, no history of passing worms in stools. In the past, the child was admitted with similar complaints 3 months back. The child was evaluated for the same. An ultrasonogram showed that the child had hepatic fibrosis. The liver was biopsied, but the reports were inconclusive. Perinatal history is uneventful. The child is developmentally normal. There is no significant family history, and the child is immunized up to age as per UIP. There is no history of contact with an open case of pulmonary tuberculosis. On examination, there was pallor, but the child was icteric. There was no clubbing or lymphadenopathy. Systemic examination showed that the liver was firm in consistency with a span of 7 centimeters, which was normal for age. There was no splenomegaly. Examination of other systems was unremarkable. The initial workup was also unremarkable. On doing an ultrasound abdomen, there were features suggestive of hepatic fibrosis. The MRI abdomen shows intrahepatic biliary radical dilatation. At this juncture, these were our differentials. We initially thought the child may have congenital hepatic fibrosis. However, she did not have a woody liver. There were no signs of portal hypertension. The child was not icteric, so we did not think of Caroli disease. We thought of primary sclerosing cholangitis, but it is usually associated with IBD, and there would be elevated liver enzymes which were not present in the child. In case of ARPKD, ADPKD, there will be associated kidney lesions, but this child did not have any such lesions. So we went ahead with a second biopsy of the liver, but this biopsy also showed features of bile stasis and fibrosis. There was nothing significant. Meanwhile, this child, who was completely asymptomatic and comfortable in the ward, suddenly started complaining of pain in the epigastric region. She developed respiratory distress with nasal flaring. On auscultation, we saw that there was reduced air entry on the left. We took an X-ray, there was a pneumothorax, and we inserted the ICD. As you can see, there are multiple cystic lesions in this X-ray. And then we went ahead with the CT thorax, and there are multiple large cystic lesions. So at this juncture, these were our differentials. We thought of Langerhans cell histiocytosis and or a destroyed lung or lymphangiomyomatosis. However, in case of LCH, there should be other lytic lesions in the X-ray, but this child did not have any such lesions. There were no previous history of any respiratory illness for this child to have a destroyed lung. And lymphangiomyomatosis exclusively presents in adolescent females. So now we decided to do a VATS biopsy of the cystic lesion, and then we did a CD1A stain. Retrospectively, we went back and we did a CD1A stain, and that was also taken up. So we diagnosed this child to have LCH. We did a bone marrow aspiration that was unremarkable. As this child had both pulmonary as well as liver involvement, we started the child on vinblastine weekly for 12 weeks initially, which was followed by once in 3 weeks for 2 years, and the child was also started on steroid. This is the second case wherein an 11-year-old female child came from Tirchi with complaints of breathlessness on and off for 2 years. The child had exercise intolerance for 2 years, but there was no history of fever, no history of aspiration, no history of any prior nebulization, or no family history of atopy or asthma. This child did not have any previous history of hospitalization. The perinatal history was uneventful. She was born out of full-term normal vaginal delivery with a birth weight of 2.8 kilograms. This is a developmentally normal child who was immunized up to age without any significant family history. On examination, she was tachypneic and she was hypoxic at rest. She needed oxygen through nasal prongs at 4 liters per minute. She had clubbing, but there was no cyanosis. The height was normal for age, but weight was less than -3 standard deviation. Systemic examination showed that the child had normal vesicular breath sounds. There were no added sounds, and other systems were unremarkable. She had no features suggestive of pulmonary hypertension. These are the CT. This is the CT image wherein you can see that there are bilateral multiple cystic lesions, and these and ground glass opacities. So this CT thorax shows features suggestive of ILD. And this, as this child had a prolonged history since 3 months of life, we thought that the child may have surfactant protein B and C mutation or ABCA3 mutation. The biopsy was done. However, the biopsy showed that she had features suggestive of Langerhans cell histiocytosis. We did a CD1A staining, and IHC was positive for LCH. So we can see that there are multiple reports wherein pediatric spontaneous tension pneumothorax is suggestive of Langerhans cell histiocytosis. For these children, they require a yearly influenza and pneumococcal vaccine, and they have a risk of pneumothorax during air travel. So we must try to avoid that, and we must also try to avoid secondhand smoke. The takeaway from this presentation is that pediatric pulmonary LCH is rare, but it is a very important differential diagnosis for a child who is presenting with multiple cystic lung cysts, multiple, and with chest pain, constitutional symptoms, or pneumothorax itself may be a primary presentation. Only half the patient with pulmonary LCH present with respiratory symptoms. If pulmonary LCH has been identified, also. Thank you.